Thank you. Okay, now the more serious.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference of Holger Rune. First of all, congrats, Holger. How do you feel to get over a tricky opponent just winning two sets today?
Yeah. It was a good match. Very tricky first match for me because he's a big server and not a lot of rhythm in the match. So I had to really take care of my own serve and just look for the opportunities that I had. And I think first set was very difficult to get any looks on his serve because he made, I think, around 75% for serve, so it was difficult. But it was about finding a way to win at the end of the tiebreak. And then second set, I had a few more looks and was pretty good when it mattered. And I think I was serving very well today.
Yeah, hello,
Hey,
Holger. Congratulations
thank you.
on the win. I want to ask you more a general question about Janis. If you allow me, I'm kind of asking the top players like the same question. After the Wimbledon final, Carlos Alcaraz said that when him and Janis Sinner play each other, they play at a level that he doesn't think like anyone else is capable of playing at that level. Actually, I mean, you're really close to them, 2-2 with Alcaraz, including a referee in Barcelona, just
Yeah.
down by 3-2 against Sinner in the head-to-head. So my question is, right now, do you see that much difference between Alcaraz and Sinner and the rest of the players?
Yeah, I think he forgot something. But no, I think about consistently playing at that level, there is a difference. Yes. About if very very few players can reach their level and have the chance to beat them, I believe so. Which we have also seen in the past. I think obviously Carlos had that really good run, on many matches, and I think they have managed to stay very consistent at that level, and that's very difficult. It's big dedications, and that's what I'm working on also, because I definitely believe that I have a good game that can as I've shown in the past also challenge them and take matches from them. So I think it's very interesting. And it's the guys that you want to compete with in the biggest final, and I feel like for me, as more as I can do that, as more often as I can do that, that's also going to improve my level, because there's nothing like playing those matches that can make the same feeling. So I think it's all about getting through those rounds and getting to play the top 5, top 4 players in the world.
Great win, Barcelona.
Thanks.
Holger,
Hey.
you recently worked with Andre Agassi.
Yeah.
We all know how unique his vision and his approach to the game is. Could you please tell us more about that collaboration and whether was it just a short trial or you are planning long-term partnership with him?
Yeah, I got in touch with him after French Open, and we talked, and we had a phone call together, and we were talking about doing some days together, and I was really excited to see his view on on my game, and see how he saw it, and see how we can help a little bit and make things better. And yeah, we did those 3 days. Obviously 3 days is not gonna change massively something, but it was nice. It was really nice to see his view on my game, and we talked a lot. We had some good sessions on the court as well, and he's not like gonna be with me at the tournaments, so he's not like the coach for me, but definitely we keep in touch, and yeah, he's a very very nice guy, and I really respect his how he sees tennis is very incredible, and also obviously his career was insane.
Holger,
Yeah.
today it was announced that you
Yeah.
mixed doubles competition, U.S. Open. Why was it important for you to kind of take part in this competition, and what kind of went into the process of choosing a partner?
Yeah, I think first of all it's a great idea of US Open to do a mixed doubles event because for singles players and especially top singles players, there's not many who wants to play the mixed double because it's in the second week of the tournament. So it's usually where you need more rest than playing. So I think it's a fun idea to do it in the preparation week. And Amanda has been playing extremely well in the past. She's been obviously making the Wimbledon final and she was available, so I reached out, and she was happy to play. And I'm not even sure who reached out to who, to be honest, but because it's the agents and stuff like that. But I'm super happy. She's a great player, a very nice person. So that's going to be fun to share the court with her.
Holger, I want to ask you another question about Andre being
Yeah.
such a legend of the sport. You must have been such a young child when you retired, so I'm curious, do you have any memories of his actual career or accomplishments, and why him specifically? There's so many people out there you could reach out to.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't remember actually because my time is more like Federer, Nadal, Djokovic. That's what I remember. But definitely, I watched a lot of clips of him and admire him a lot. But I was thinking, and obviously I have my longtime coach Lars, who is doing most of the work, and he's doing amazing. I respect him a lot, and he's been the main part of building the player I am today. So, that I will not change. But it was nice to get some, different eyes sometimes on my game. And I thought, Andre's some of the things that, he had is in his game, like big return. I like to return big, and I saw a few similarities, and I reached out to him, and he was extremely open. So that was another nice thing. And he sees my game very high. So. I was really happy to hear his point of view, and obviously he's such a legend of the game. So you really you listen to everything he says. Yeah.
Last two.
Holger,
Hi.
off the court, you have a reputation for making bold moves. And you shared in the press conference in Monte Carlo that you got Porsche 911 on Christian Djokovic drive one, so you didn't have a driving license
Yeah.
yet. Do you think that reflects how you play on the court? And did you bring that mentality in your match today?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, it's a nice car, to be honest. It's very nice. But I think honestly, like a day today, I was very consistent. But I played aggressive, but took the right decisions. Didn't play too wild, and yeah, you could say I played maybe like a Porsche, but controlled, not full power. That can be risky, but. Yeah, I think what was really good today was my serve. I don't think I've served like that, and I can't even remember since I've served like that. As I said just after the match, we did a few adjustments with my serve, and I was ready to go and do it today. But it's always like you come in the match, you sometimes go back to your old habits, but I kept it all the way and really feel comfortable with it. So that was a really important thing today because Giovanni has a massive serve, so it was nice also to get a lot of free points. And then I was just focusing a lot on the game plan today, making it difficult for him. And he's a player where you have to accept a lot. He's going to make big serves. You can't do anything. You just have to wait for your chance, and that I did well. I had great focus. Yeah. Yeah.
Well played.
Thank you.
Going back to the beginning, and you playing the guitar, maybe not quite.
I don't know. I was a bit tight when I did that.
Have you ever met Lars Ulrich of Metallica, and do you know anything about his father?
No, I haven't met him, and I don't know much about it, to be honest. I'm sorry, but
You should check him out.
yeah, I will after.
Different.
Yeah, I will. I promise you. But I'm a different generation. More the pop and stuff. But honestly, I do like some of the old music as well. I think it definitely has its charm, and I feel like if you see a lot of the newer music, it's like remix of the old days. So the old days was good.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.